Hi again, guys. Got a new reading for you. Maya's here to help. Okay, Maya, come on, baby, go. Not today. Go. Go. Maya, please. Okay, we'll start this reading off one-handed. Maya, go, please. Okay. First card you pulled in your reading is the Nine of Wands. Yeah. Pretty nice card. Pretty cool. Look, as this is the first card in your reading, this is saying to me your life has been up until now defined by resilience, exhaustion, and the need to stand your ground against ongoing challenges. If you look at this goat, he is still standing, or even leaning on a wand. He's beaten, but he's not defeated. The start of your reading, this shows me you are feeling very battle weary and drained even from past struggles, yet you still have, look, you've still got this underlying strength going on, which is really, really good. This is showing me you have already survived a lot, gone through a lot. You could even look at all the ones in the ground. There could even be battles that you've gone through. Um, um, but you are now bracing yourself. Like you've survived the battle, but you're still bracing yourself for what comes next, okay? Um, this is the foundation of your current state of mind. This card is telling me at the start of your reading. You may be entering into this situation with your defenses high, carrying emotional baggage, or trust issues, or just caution from previous setbacks in your life. Look, at this first stage in your reading, this is telling you to keep going, okay? Keep going. You're very close to your goal, or even the end of a different, not a different, difficult is the word I'm looking for. The end of a difficult phase in your life. Even if you feel tired, protect your boundaries. You're feeling really tired and that, but you need to protect your boundaries always. Do not drop your guard completely, but make sure your caution does not turn into unnecessary paranoia, is what this card is also reminding you of, or push people away. Gather your strength. Look, this card's saying, gather your strength and muster your remaining courage for one final push before reaching your emotional life completion, like your happiness, okay? So you're battle weary, you've gone through a lot, and you're wondering why, but look, it's coming up. You've just got to just keep pushing, is what this card's also saying. There is light at the end of the tunnel. Okay, the next card you got was, the Knight of Arrows, or the Knight of Air, or the Knight of Swords. Look, 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 he arrives in your reading to sort of bring a dramatic shift in energy to it, which is really nice. You are moving from a state of exhausted defense into a phase of rapid aggressive action. Wow. Look, the Knight of Arrows breaks the tension of this one, of the nine of Wands, showing you are now ready to take charge, move forward and tackle the problem you have. Your previous your previous defensiveness is replaced by sharp focus, okay, intellect and determination. So you sort of swapping being on the defense all the time, but actually thinking about it and focusing on what you should do, and you're having determination to see it through, and get this problem resolved. This is giving you the momentum you need. It's giving you the rush of energy, um, and yeah, and look, the rush of energy that it gives you can and will sometimes make you act too quickly, or speak too bluntly without considering other people, um, or the consequences for yourself. Um, look, this card is saying, use the momentum to seize this sudden burst of clarity and drive to overcome the final hurdles you were bracing from this, whatever this fallout was in your life, whatever battle you went through. This one's coming in to say, use the momentum of what this energy brings you, and overcome the final hurdles that you were bracing for, in this card. Okay. The Knight of Arrows can be ruthless. Ensure your rush to resolve things, um, yeah, does not cause unnecessary conflict or hurt others. Direct this new, fast-moving energy into decisive problem solving. Yeah, no more chaotic overthinking. You need to start speaking your truth, is what this card is coming in to tell you. Okay. We'll go to the next one. You got the Ace of Cups. Okay. So, in your reading, look, this is a fresh emotional start for you. After the period of intense mental conflict you had been living through with these first two, by speaking your truth, breaking the defensive cycle, you have cleared the air. You've actually cleared the air, your energy, air, everything. Look, the armor comes off, making, yeah, how do I say it? Yeah, the armor comes off, making room for a massive influx of love, deep healing, forgiveness, and new beginnings in your life. It's as simple as that. This is your emotional release card. The tension of these two cards in your reading dissolves when this one turns up straight after it, which is great. If you have been holding back tears, anger, or stress, they are now washing away to reveal a peaceful state of mind for you. Beautiful. Okay, what do we get next? Okay, Four of Cups. Getting better, even better. Look, it's just representing a bit of an emotional slowdown for you that you have to do in your reading, in your life right now, even. Contemplation or a feeling of apathy and withdrawal immediately after a major breakthrough is what this card is. Look, the initial rush of what all the emotions this card's energy is bringing you, it'll fade, and you're sitting in the quiet aftermath of it. Look, feeling overwhelmed, disconnected, or hesitant to what is being offered to you. Look, this is not necessarily a negative card for your reading. It is actually a natural reaction to the intense energy of the previous three cards in your reading. Like, it signals emotional burnout. Even, yeah, it's telling me you've moved from the energy of the heavy defense to high speed action. Heavy defense to high speed action, and yeah, And now you're getting straight into an emotional peak. I'm doing it pretty quickly. Um, Look, this card's telling me your system is now going to stop and rest. It's good. Um, this can feel like, but this can actually, after, um, look, look, this can feel like numbness or boredom or to you, even indifference, if you know what I mean. Refusal or hesitation. Um, yeah, and look, see how this is you, you're the fish. There's a cup at the top near your tail. That's like a new opportunity is right in front of you. Um, but the fish is staring at your old cups, so you're staring at your old cups. Okay, so you're getting offered something new up the top here, but you're still staring at your old life, basically. You need time to digest everything that happened before you can fully accept this new phase into your life, okay? Um, yeah, I'm just trying to, yeah, it's just that feeling of, yeah, because you've come from chaos, the actual feeling of peace doesn't feel right to you, and this is what this card is telling you. Even though it is right, um, and it is right for your life, you still feel like you don't feel like it's right. Is what I'm trying to get out there. Okay? Put you on the Four of Cups. And importantly, something new has been offered to you up here, but you're still looking down at the past still in your reading. That's important too in this actual, I feel, in this reading. Okay, and the next one you got the Hermit. Yep. This is bringing the clarity into your reading at the moment, which is great. Um, Look at it, it reveals the detachment that you felt from the Four of Cups. Um, this one, okay, is now actually a necessary spiritual pause for for deep self-searching, soul-searching, isolation, and inner wisdom. You are intentionally stepping away from the noise of the world to process your journey through this. Is what this Hermit card is coming in to tell you in your reading. This part of your lifeline timeline. Look, for you, solitude is the medicine. You do not need the advice. You don't need the advice or validation of others right now. The answers you are looking for can only be found in quiet by you in quiet contemplation. Integration is what this is about. Look, you've been through a massive cycle of defense, attack, emotion, and apathy. Okay, the Hermit is here for you to help you synthesize, like bring it all together, if you know what I mean. Bring, bring all your experience all together into like long-lasting wisdom instead of fighting it, turning it into turning it into wisdom for you. The hermit carries his own light, as you can see. Um, you are now being reminded you already possess the inner guidance needed to navigate this transition. Excellent. And we're going to go there. Then we got the Four of Arrows, Swords, Air. Wow. Look, following the Hermit, the Four Arrows. Look, this represents the ultimate stage of rest for you in your reading. So if you didn't listen to the Hermit here, this one's telling you there's no getting around it. Okay, look at this poor porcupine or echidna or whatever you want to call it. You know, it's out for it. Okay, you have to rest, and this is in your timeline. There's no way around it. Rest, recovery, and mental stillness. Um, Look at the pic. You are done. You have moved from the soul-searching hermit um, into a state of like deep restorative hibernation for your soul and your body. Um, look, um, the four arrows, see, three, and then one at the bottom, three at the top, one at the bottom. The four of arrows says, um, you have found what you need now. Put that lantern down and sleep. Okay. This is true. Um, look, this is true, and like you really need to do it, and it will end up being total peace for you. And the mental chatter you'll find will be gone in your head. This is the card of healing. Beautiful. Your body, mind, and spirit are rebuilding themselves after the exhausting cycle your life has been in. Okay. Um, give yourself permission. This is what this card is saying. Give yourself permission to do nothing. Saying this is not a time for planning in your life at this stage, or fixing everything, or yeah, it's just not a time for planning or fixing things. Okay, it's the time to turn off everything. Turn off everything. Step away from your social obligations. Everything. This is a time. This card is coming up here to say this is a time of deep rest. Okay, and it's essential, especially after the Hermit, to get these two in a row. You got to do it. Okay, I'm just going to grab the next card, see what we've got. Ooh, perfect. Just have a sip of my coffee. Okay, Seven of Pentacles is great. This is so cool. Again, really cool. My go away, please, baby. No, don't you dare. This is the moment you finally wake up from the rest you needed, which is this one. So you had to do this. Essentially, you rested. And this is saying you do wake up from your rest, okay? Look, you needed it, okay? The four arrows was telling you needed it. This is telling me when you wake up from this rest, you look at the world around you and you evaluate the long-term fruits of your labour. You have now moved out of deep hibernation and now are standing in your garden. If you have a look, patiently assessing your life, your energy, and where you want to invest your energy and efforts next. Look, your reading up until now has been it's water. It's been entirely about water, fire, and air, like all the non-grounded elements. Okay, this is the first Pentacles that comes into. Look, it's coming in to ground you. Okay, Pentacles is Earth. It's coming in to ground you. You have been trapped in your passionate thoughts and your feelings. Yeah, and the Seven of Pentacles is coming in to ground you and bring you down to earth. This is about real life. Excuse me for a moment, please. Maya, go away now. Thank you. I love you, but not right this moment. Okay, I apologise, guys. Okay, it's bringing you back to real life, grounding you. You aren't rushing to work. It's telling me, yeah, you're leaning on your shovel. See, looking what, yeah, looking at what you have grown. Asking yourself, is this crop worth your efforts? Is what you're actually doing. Is this crop worth your attention? Okay. Even am I getting an emotional return on my investment? Some people are thinking. Seven of Pentacles knows that good things take time. You are learning to trust the timing of life. This is also what's telling me you are learning to trust the timing of life. You could also still be deciding if you want to keep pushing down your current path or actually start, um, yeah, look, we'll keep with this theme, or to actually harvest what you have and plant new seeds for a new beginning, is what this card's telling me also. This is really cool. Um, look, this card is asking you to look at your job, your relationships, and your daily habits. Are they actually giving back the energy you put into them? Yeah. Don't rush. Also, this card is saying the harvest is not ready yet. This is a, yeah. Look, this is the cards. This card in this party reading is saying it's a time for a yeah, it's a time for a quiet evaluation, not forceful action. Perfect. We'll put you on your rest card. Okay, next one. We got yes, wow, Page of Wands. Okay, the Page of Wands shows up and is completely changing the way this reading and your lifeline is looking um, and going. This is great. Okay, instead of settling down into stable comfort, look, this is telling me in your life you either are or you're gonna experience a spark of pure inspiration. Um, this is newfound passion. It's an exciting urge to start something entirely new. Um, this brings new energy into your life again and into your future. Page of Wands represents the free spirit, the explorer, and the eternal student, the eternal learner. The exhaustion you have felt is completely gone from the Nine of Wands that you started off with. You finally have your fire back. Wow, this is really great. You're feeling really enthusiastic about life. Feel it. Again, curious and so eager. You're eager to experiment. This card often indicates to me it's bringing a message, a sudden good idea, or a new creative project to you. Um, it is, or this is, the urge to say, look, it, it's the urge to say, I don't know exactly where this path leads me, but I can't wait to find out. That's this card, that's this feeling for you. It's beautiful. So I'm going to say that again. This is a card for you that says, I don't know exactly where this path leads me, but I can't wait to find out. Just the excitement of it. You're now viewing the world with fresh, like unjaded eyes. Wow. All the shit from the beginning of your reading. Wow. All the shit from the beginning of your reading that was weighing you down has been replaced by a light, playful curiosity. Wow. So follow your curiosity. This is telling you. Um, if a new hobby, career, idea, or creative project pops in your head right now, explore it. You don't have to be, you don't have to have a perfect 10-year plan to create something. Just do it. Just play is what this card is telling you to do. It's asking you to be spontaneous. It's asking you to embrace the fun. Of life. It's asking you to embrace the fun of learning, um, and just without worrying about being perfect all the time. Okay, perfect. We're gonna go here, I think. Mm-hmm. Go page ones there for now. The page ones on the hand, I think. Mm. Yeah, that's it. Okay. Next card, we got the Three of Arrows reversed. Wow, again, looks like it's a bad card, but it is actually beautiful. Um, Reversed, this is the ultimate healing for you, okay? This is a healing card for you. The ultimate release of deep seated heartbreak and the final clearing of old trauma is what this is representing. Um, the old heartbreak and grief, even the mental anguish that caused you to build your walls in the beginning of your reading, are finally fully healed. Wow. Um, Upright. Okay, this card is heartbreak. It represents a pierced heart, deep sorrow, betrayal. Reverse this card, and the arrows actually boom fall out. Okay, they fall out of your heart. That's what it's saying. The arrows fall out of your heart. The pain is finally losing its grip on you. Beautiful. You are moving past the worst of your painful situation, breakup, or betrayal. This is the answer to your first card, the Knight of Wands. Okay, this is like the answer to this card. Okay, um, it's um, the answer to why you were so defensive and exhausted. Um, the Three of Arrow reverse answers this question for you. It shows you uh, that you are finally letting go of the exact grief that forced you to put your guard up in the first place. Okay. Um, this is about forgiveness and moving on. This card is the mental loops of why did this happen that you keep saying in your head, like why did this happen? They're finally going away. Like the chatter's getting quiet. Like I said, um, you're making peace with your past. Okay, you're making peace with your past, so you can fully step into the bright future promised by the Page of Wands. Okay. So you're making peace with your past, so you can step into this, what the Page of Wands energy is promising you. Look, you're no longer defined by your old wounds, okay? You are no longer defined by your old wounds. Okay, we'll put you there. Okay. Ooh, big energy now. Yay. The Emperor. This is cool. This is really cool. This card is like the crown in your actual reading at the moment or in your journey. Look, this is the ultimate achievement. It represents reclaiming your power, setting unshakable boundaries for yourself, and taking control of your destiny is what this is. You have moved from wounded survival, like being wounded and even being wounded and surviving, to becoming the undisputed ruler of your own life. The Emperor is a divine masculine. He's structure and leadership, coming right after you healed your deepest um, heartbreak. Coming right after you healed your deepest heartbreak with the Three of Arrows. Um, it's yeah, his message for you is really important at this part of your reading. Um, in the beginning of your reading, your boundaries were fueled by fear and paranoia. Okay, now as the Emperor um, and the Emperor energy in your life, um, your boundaries are fueled by strength and self worth. Wow. You no longer will have to hide or need to hide. Um, Look, yeah, you'll no longer need to hide behind walls or put them up or walk behind walls, um, because you know exactly how to command respect now. Um, it's mastery over chaos, is what this card is. Building an empire Own your authority as well. Uh, Ask permission to live. Look, do not ask permission to live your life on your own terms, okay? It is your life. You don't need to ask permission to live your life to anyone else, okay? You live your life on your own terms and you don't need permission from anyone else. This is what it's saying. Stand tall, speak with conviction and trust your executive decisions. Trust yourself. Create structure. Take your new creative ideas and give them a new solid plan. Set routines, organize your space, and uh, ground your dreams into reality. Okay. Um, you need to have protective boundaries, clearly define what and who you will allow into your space. Um, you are the ruler of your kingdom. You decide who gets through the gates. That's what this card is telling you. Perfect. Oh, yes. After the Emperor, this is great. This is perfect. This is a really good stellar reading. Like, wow. Um, Look, the Eight of Pentacles, Eight of Earth. Wow. This card is showing you what a ruler does once they have secured their kingdom. So you got the Emperor, you got your kingdom, and now this is what you do after it. They roll up their sleeves and get to work. That's what they do. um, this is now you moving from the phase of reclaiming your power straight into a phase of dedicated mastery, refining your craft and building your future. Wow. And this is with intense purpose, focus, and skill. Um, Look, the Emperor and then the Eight of Pentacles. A very powerful combination is what I said. Very powerful combination, these two together behind one another. Um, Success, career, growth, and manifestation is what it means. Look, the instructions and the builder. Okay, the instructions and the builder is what it is. The Emperor created the instructions for you in your head. Okay, the Emperor energy created the instructions for you in your head. Um, Look, and the Eight of Pentacles is the action. It's the builder. If you have a look, it's coming in. The steps forward. This is what this card is for. It's saying you aren't just dreaming anymore. You're actually committed and really to the grind. You're committed to the grind. Um, this is a time for focus, repetition, and attention to detail. Okay. Whatever you are doing, consistency is your superpower right now. Okay. Consistency is what will work best for you. Take pride in your work. Um, Look at each task as a reflection of your emperor status, okay? Because you're ruling your own kingdom, remember? Do it well. Do it with integrity and enjoy the process of self-improvement. Wow. Perfect. Okay, well, I needed one more just to finish the reading off evenly. And we got the death card. Wow. Perfect. And no, this isn't the end of your life or anything like that. Okay, so look, this is the ultimate. It's the ultimate completion of your old life, and a total permanent rebirth for you. Um, yeah, it's great. Look, the craft you are mastering in the Eight of Pentacles here. Was actually the final tool you needed to completely close the door on your old self. Wow. Um, this is saying the old version of you is now officially gone and a brand new chapter of your life is beginning. Yeah, a brand new chapter of your life is beginning. This is the ultimate, absolute transformation. Death. Okay? Death. The final shedding of your old skin. And like I said, it's not about physically dying, not at all. But it is about an irreversible transformation for you, not coming back from it, okay? There ain't no coming back from this transformation. Um, the death card is actually the universe reassuring you. Um, it's even a guarantee to you from the universe, I'm getting. Yeah, it's a guarantee to you from the universe that the wounded version of you is now permanently dead. You can never go back to hiding behind those defensive walls because you are no longer that person. This card is telling you out with the old person, you, your old skin, out with the old skin, and in with the new you. Wow, the new you. This is your final initiation. Yeah, your hard work and discipline have finally paid off. You have outgrown your current landscape. The death card swoops in to clear away. This, yeah. Look, the death card's coming in to clear away and the structure and scaffolding, if you want, put it that way, that was holding up your old life to make room for the massive new um, reality of your new life. Um, and you are ready to move into this, is what this card's saying. Shredding the final layer is what this card is. You've done the emotional clearing, um, the resting and the building. Um, now the universe is asking you to completely surrender whatever the last remaining attachment you have to your past and let it drop away completely. Your slate is completely wiped clean. Um, the dawn of your look, yeah, I'm going to be corny. The dawn of your new life has begun. It's as simple as that. Is what the death card is asking you to do. And yeah, that's going to be the end of this actual beautiful reading. Yeah, I'd like to thank you for letting me allow me to do this reading for you guys. And yep, I do have a song. I'll put it in the description. Okay, guys. Well, you guys have a good afternoon, and I will catch you on the next one. Bye.